Hello guys, welcome back. God damn these fucking PSAs. I didn't even have to watch a whole video and I'm like, ah shit. We knew for like hours today and I'm like, this doesn't apply to a pagan channel. Your Christian friends are going to all be excited and all be saying Jesus worked a miracle and the president is letting them go back to church and they're going to be trying to drag you. Please do not go to church. No! Do not go to church, guys. Do not go into enclosed spaces with a lot of people packed together. Even if they're all wearing masks, you're going to be spending an hour at least in church. Some churches, it's a couple hours. Probably a lot of people in these faith-based places aren't going to be wearing masks, so please do not. Odin's kind of disappointed I'm making the PSA. He's a death god. He's kind of disappointed. And I just looked at him and I said, look, it's not even fun. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. And he's like, fine. So please do not go to church. And that applies to our Christian lurkers as well. You can trust your God all you want, but you don't jump off a cliff, right? So same thing. If you wouldn't jump off a cliff and expect Jesus to catch you, and hopefully you have more common sense than that, please do not go into a packed church. Millions and millions of Americans do not have access to testing. We don't know if we're passive carriers or not. So it is not a time to go to a church and go. I know some churches are opening up with like maybe 50% capacity, but honestly, we'd rather you didn't because we know it's going to go from 50% capacity to 100% capacity. And we know a lot of churches are going to pack them in anyhow. And there are people that are just determined to go. There was one church that was burned down, which is not the right response because they kept violating quarantine. And they're still going to meet. They burned down the church, so what? They're still going to meet. So please do not go to church. We feel really dumb making all of these PSAs, but if we didn't, and one of you went to church because your Christian friend is going to be hyper excited that the president said they could go to church this Sunday and wants to drag you because you'll finally meet Jesus, please don't go. Please don't go. Tell them that person you watch on YouTube told you not to go. I really don't care. And that goes again for Christian lurkers. Please do not go to church. It would be the same for anything. Don't go to a packed restaurant. Don't go to a packed bar. Don't go to a packed strip club. Don't go to a packed casino. Don't go to anything that's packed right now. You don't want to pack them in. He's talking about lifting all the restrictions. It's because the syphilis has finally reached his brain. That's the only thing we can think of. Even if restrictions were lifted right this fucking minute, do not go into large crowds right now, guys. I can't stress that enough. We didn't go from emergency situation to A-OK just because the government wants it to go away. We did not. I noticed on Bing that the numbers have fucking rolled backwards yet again. And I looked at Odin and I said, the death rate for the country rolled back by quite a few. And he said, yeah, I noticed. So it just wasn't me, because I could swear to Christ that the number had unfortunately topped 95,000 last night. And then we come on today and it was 93, then it was at 94, then it's like jumping all over the place. And I said, it won't surprise me if the government gets more sway over this. You'll see them launch an announcement. I know it sounds conspiracy theory time, but this man once reelected, that will say that all these numbers were wrong, and you'll see like numbers of just a couple hundred. Fucking wait for it. It's gonna happen if it hasn't already. They're already denying the numbers. They're denying the science. It's crazy. Don't go to church. Even wearing your mask, please do not go to church. It's like 20 minutes of exposure time, I think, and there's no such thing as a 20-minute mass. I mean, if you're going to go to a drive-in church and everybody's in their own separate vehicle, you do you, but please don't go to church. Please. I feel so bad for having to make these, but, we were looking at each other. I told Loki, I said, we run a pagan channel. I get out of this one, right? And he's just staring at me, and he goes, what if all their friends and their family trying to make them go? And I'm like, okay, fine. Don't go to church. Yeah, see that enough. It suddenly sounds like the Satanic Network. Don't go to church. Don't go to atheist meetings. Don't go to a pagan circle. Don't go anywhere. So, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you later. Bye bye.